Hark! For every soul carries within it a library of untold stories, the whispers of generations past. And sometimes a guiding hand, a diligent scholar like Henry Louis Gates Jr., offers a key to unlock these hidden chambers. Tonight, we speak of moments when the veil of time is lifted, and the echoes of ancestors resonate with such clarity, such power, that tears become the only language fitting for the heart's reply. We've seen strong men and women, figures familiar from stage and screen, humbled and moved as the chronicles of their forebears unfold before their very eyes. For to find one's roots is not merely to find names and dates, but to find oneself anew. Number 10, A Tale of Hidden Kin, Pamela Adlon. An actress of spirit and wit, she came to this great book of revelations in the year of our Lord, 2022, carrying a rumor, a family whisper that had long danced on the edges of certainty. Could it be true, she pondered, that her own dear mother was born of a love kept secret, an extramarital affair? Now the English, from whom one side of her family hails, are oft a reserved people. As Pamela herself noted, there are things you don't do. If they have gone to their graves without talking about it, it's not anybody's business. A sentiment born of respect, yet tinged with the frustration of the seeker. But the tendrils of truth, aided by the marvels of modern science, reached out. Through meticulous research, the whisper became a confirmed word. Her grandfather, the man she knew, was not her mother's father by blood. Nay, another name emerged from the mists of time, Joseph Walthew. And then, oh, the wonder of it. This Joseph had another daughter, Gloria, and the very DNA proclaimed them sisters, half-sisters, bound by a shared father. Imagine Pamela's cry, a sound of pure astonishment. Oh my God, this is crazy! For her mother, after all these years, had a sister, and more wondrous still, Gloria was found to be alive and well. The sheer unbridled joy in Pamela's heart was a sight to behold, a flurry of excitement. Freak out! Oh, I can't wait! This is awesome, she declared, eager to share this unexpected gift with her mother. A new branch, vibrant and green, added to the family tree. Number 9, The Namesake's Legacy, Claire Danes. Our path then leads us to Claire Danes, an actress whose name itself is a legacy, for she was called after her paternal grandmother. Yet, beyond this shared name, the elder Claire remained an enigmatic figure. I wonder about her a lot, the younger Claire mused. I have a portrait of her, and I stare at it all the time. Who were you? In 2023, the book opened, and the portrait began to speak. What it revealed was a kinship that ran deeper than mere nomenclature. Her grandmother, much like Claire herself, had been utterly captivated by the theater. She had directed local plays, and her very master's thesis, a work of scholarly devotion, was penned on the immortal William Shakespeare. Profound, Claire whispered, the word heavy with meaning. That's really, really meaningful. And how could it not be? For this was the same Claire Danes whose own star first ascended in the firmament of cinema playing Juliet in Shakespeare's tragic romance. The connection, so direct, so poignant across the generations, a shared love for the bard, brought tears to her eyes. A beautiful, provocative truth, like the most vital stuff, as she put it, found nestled within the branches of her family tree. Number 8, Echoes of the Shoah, Scarlett Johansson. Sometimes, dear friends, the past unearths not only joy, but profound sorrow, histories that weigh heavily upon the soul. Consider Scarlett Johansson, whose roots stretch back to Poland and Russia. While she knew of this European ancestry, the full measure of its tragic tale awaited her in the book. Her maternal great-grandfather, Saul Schlamberg, had a brother, Moshek, left behind in Grodziec, Poland, when Saul sought a new life in America. What became of Moshek? The Yad Vashem Holocaust Museum in Israel held the grim answer. Moshek and some of his precious children perished in the Warsaw Ghetto, victims of a hatred that scarred the world. And I promised myself I wouldn't cry, Scarlett confessed, the tears betraying her resolve, but it's hard not to. The stark difference in the brothers' fates, one finding refuge, the other consumed by the inferno, a truth that left her feeling, as she said, more deeply connected to that lost side of her family. Number 7, Ripples of the Holocaust, David Duchovny. A similar path of hardship was trod by the ancestors of David Duchovny. His forebears, too, faced an arduous flight from Russia, escaping the cruelties of anti-Semitism. His great-grandfather, Moshe, after a sojourn in Palestine and then deportation to Egypt, finally reached the shores of America. Learning of this relentless pursuit of safety, this odyssey fraught with peril, David was overcome. "I don't know why that affects me," he murmured, his voice thick with emotion. "They come a long way. It just makes me so sad that I didn't get to meet him. For these were souls who ran and they ran. They got somewhere. They didn't give up. A testament to a resilience that resonated deeply within him." The Unbreakable Bond, Stories of Slavery and Freedom. The shadow of slavery, a dark and painful chapter in America's story, touches many lives explored in Finding Your Roots. For African Americans, tracing lineage through this period is often a journey of immense pain, but also of incredible strength. Number 6, Ripples from the Silver Screen, Tamera Mowry. Tamera Mowry, the actress, confronted this when she learned of her third great-grandmother, Margaret Roll, born into the brutal system in the Bahamas. To imagine this ancestor, a mere child of 9, already listed as a field laborer, a soul whose innocence was so cruelly stolen, it was for Tamera almost beyond comprehension. "I know my kids," she reflected. "You want to protect them, keep that innocence. But for Margaret..." The words trailed off, heavy with the weight of that stolen childhood. Yet there was a sliver of solace. After the abolition, Margaret and her family found their way to freedom. Number 5, the comedic cyclone Tracy Morgan. There's the tale of Tracy Morgan, the comedian. For him, a surprising joy. His third great-grandfather, Wiley Wharton, was a free man before the Civil War, before the Emancipation Proclamation. "Did you ever imagine?" asked Dr. Gates. Tracy, visibly moved, could only manage, "Good for you, Grandpa," a rare beacon of freedom in a sea of bondage. And though Wiley's wife, Judy, and their children were enslaved, after emancipation, the records showed a family that stayed together, that learned to read and write, a testament to their enduring bond. The Wharton family stayed together through slavery and freedom and Reconstruction, Dr. Gates confirmed, a powerful affirmation. Number 4, Where Creativity Meets Versatility, Regina King. Regina King, the acclaimed actress and director, found her third great-grandfather, Bob Kane, was born enslaved. At 6 years old, he was treated as property. At the age of 6, Regina reflected, her voice trembling, "I was safe." The contrast was stark, yet sorrow turned to pride when she learned that Bob Kane, though unable to read or write, immediately registered to vote upon gaining his freedom. He understood the importance of that, she marveled. He could feel. Sterling K. Brown. Sterling K. Brown, the actor, experienced a rare connection. His fifth great-grandparents were among the few directly born in Africa who were still alive for the 1870 census. Birthplace of father, Africa. Birthplace of mother, Africa, he read, the words echoing with profound significance. Wow, my family's gonna flip. It was a moment that allowed him, as he said, to join in that conversation about ancestral homelands, a link often severed by the brutality of the Middle Passage. Number 2, The Soul of Every Role, LeVar Burton. LeVar Burton, forever known to many from Roots and Reading Rainbow, discovered a deep educational legacy. His passion for literacy he'd always attributed to his mother, but the records revealed his paternal grandfather, Aaron C. Burton, and great-grandfather, Pearl B. Burton, were school superintendents. "You just met your great-grandfather, Pearl B. Burton," Dr. Gates announced. LeVar was astounded. "It's like there have been pieces of me that have been missing. My reality has shifted." A whole room of his identity, as Dr. Gates put it, had just been opened. And finally, number 1, From Rhythm to Resonance, Pharrell Williams. The musician Pharrell Williams. He was introduced to his great-great-great-aunt, Jane Arrington, through her testimony in the 1930s Slave Narratives Project. He read her words, "I was born on the plantation near Tar River. My mother was named Louisa May, and my father was named Louis May." The account of her life, the hardships endured, left Pharrell speechless, then moved to anger and sorrow. "I don't want to cry, and I'm trying not to be angry. This is horrendous. It's intense, sir." Yet he also found that Jane's brother, Fenner Williams, his own great-great-grandfather, had spent his first decade enslaved. It puts a very vivid and intense context behind what it means to be African American, Pharrell concluded, grateful to have heard their stories, yet pained by their suffering. The unseen threads and a concluding thought. And so you see, dear friends, these are but glimpses into the profound discoveries that finding your roots unearths. Each celebrity, each individual sits before that great book, and as the pages turn, layers of history peel back to reveal truths sometimes joyous, sometimes heartrending, but always, always transformative. We've seen Tracy Morgan at the top of our tale declare, "I feel fortunate, I feel found. This book right here has changed my life." And Scarlett Johansson, her voice thick with emotion, whispering, "I promised myself I wouldn't cry, but it's hard not to." These are not mere fleeting sentiments, they are the stirrings of souls connecting with something ancient and powerful within themselves. Think of the resilience of David Duchovny's ancestors, fleeing persecution, never giving up, or the quiet dignity of Regina King's forebear, seizing his right to vote. Consider the shared artistic spirit Claire Danes found with her namesake grandmother, or the unexpected revelation for Pamela Adlon of a living aunt, a new family bond forged from a long-held secret. The weight of history, the pain of slavery felt by Tamera Mowry and Pharrell Williams, the rare direct link to Africa for Sterling K. Brown, and the profound legacy of education for LeVar Burton. Each story is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to endure, to love, and to seek a better future. These journeys into the past are more than a collection of facts. They are an affirmation of identity, a deeper understanding of the sacrifices made, the struggles overcome, and the unseen threads that connect us to those who came before. It is a reminder that our lives are not lived in isolation, but are part of a vast, intricate tapestry, woven through time, rich with the joys and sorrows of our ancestors. And in finding their stories, we often, most beautifully, find a truer, deeper part of ourselves. Thank you for joining us on this reflective passage through memory.